Are you answering?
I can't hear.
We can't hear you.
There's too much money in my fucking hand.
I can't hear you.
I can't answer it or not. But I'll call you back.
Call you back.
Manziel at the 40, needs a block. Manziel still going. Johnny, football.
Heisman, give it to him.
There are few players in college football history who captured the spotlight like Johnny Manziel, known as Johnny Football, known as Money Manziel, a walking highlight reel, a cultural phenomenon, and a player who made every game feel like a movie. But as fast as he rose, he fell just as hard. This is the rise and fall of Money Manziel. Johnny Manziel's story starts in Tyler, Texas, born in 1992. He wasn't built like your prototypical quarterback. Standing just 6 feet tall, barely 200 pounds, Johnny didn't look like a future NFL star. But from an early age, he had something you couldn't teach: instincts, creativity, and swagger. At Kerrville-Tivy High School, he was a multi-sport athlete: baseball, basketball, football, track. But on the football field, he was electric. He could run, throw, and improvise like few others. He wasn't playing quarterback, and he was performing. And it was that flair, that natural showmanship, that caught the attention of Texas A&M. In 2011, he committed to the Aggies, and little did the world know, a phenomenon was about to begin. The 2012 college football season was the perfect storm. Texas A&M had just joined the SEC, the toughest conference in college football, and they had a new head coach, Kevin Sumlin, ready to unleash a high-powered offense. And then came the redshirt freshman Johnny Manziel. No one knew what to expect, but from the moment he stepped on the field, it was clear. Johnny Football was different. The way he moved in the pocket, spun out of sacks, and launched deep balls across his body. It was backyard football at the highest level. Every week, the highlights got crazier. Every week, the crowds got louder. And every week, the legend grew. But it was one game that changed everything. The night he beat Alabama, November 10th, 2012, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. The undefeated defending national champion Crimson Tide Texas A&M walks in as heavy underdogs. And Johnny Manziel walks out as a superstar. He didn't just play well, he stunned the nation. Manziel finished with 345 total yards, 2 touchdowns, and led the Aggies to a 29-24 upset over Nick Saban's powerhouse. In that moment, Johnny Football wasn't just a nickname, it was a brand. The nickname trended nationwide. His highlights were everywhere. ESPN, SportsCenter, YouTube compilations racking up millions of views. He was on talk shows, on magazine covers, even hanging out with Drake and LeBron. He became a pop culture icon, and he was still just a freshman. That year, he threw for over 3,700 yards, rushed for over 1,400, and totaled 47 touchdowns. He became the first freshman in history to win the Heisman Trophy. Johnny Football was unstoppable. A living legend on campus, and the hype machine was out of control. The offseason turned into a spectacle. Everywhere Johnny went, cameras followed. He was seen at NBA games, concerts, and parties. He flashed the money gesture, that signature celebration, rubbing his fingers together after big plays. College football had never seen anything like it. He wasn't just a player, and he was a celebrity, but with fame came scrutiny. There were reports of autograph signings, questionable tweets, and clashes with the NCAA. Still on the field, he continued to deliver. In 2013, his sophomore season, he put up 4,100 passing yards, 37 touchdowns, and another 759 rushing yards. Even in losses, he was must-watch television. But as the NFL draft approached, scouts had questions. Could his improvisational style translate to the pros? Could he handle the pressure? Could he mature off the field? The build-up to the 2014 NFL draft was intense. Analysts were split. Some compared him to Russell Wilson, a mobile, creative playmaker. Others warned he was too reckless, too undisciplined. Still, the buzz was undeniable. Fans were chanting his name at the draft. Cameras followed his every move. And when the Cleveland Browns selected Johnny Manziel with the 22nd overall pick, the crowd erupted. Johnny flashed the Money Manziel gesture as he walked on stage, the perfect image for the hype era. The Browns had been searching for a franchise quarterback for years. And in Johnny football, they believed they finally found their savior. But what came next was far from a fairy tale. From the start, it was rocky. During training camp, reports surfaced that Johnny was struggling to learn the playbook. His off-field lifestyle, the partying, the social media, the late nights, didn't sit well with the organization. Veteran players questioned his commitment. Coach Mike Pettine noted that Johnny needed to figure out what it means to be an NFL quarterback. In his rookie season, Manziel played in 5 games, starting just 2. He threw 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and completed only 51% of his passes. His signature creativity? Gone. His confidence? Shaken. By 2015, he was given another chance, but the same issues resurfaced. He started 6 games, throwing for 1,500 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. There were flashes of potential, but the inconsistency and off-field distractions overshadowed everything. Reports of missed meetings, rehab stints, and legal issues dominated headlines. The same swagger that fueled his rise was now fueling his downfall. In 2016, the Browns officially released Johnny Manziel. 2 seasons. 8 total starts, 7 touchdowns, and the end of an NFL dream. After Cleveland, Manziel bounced around, searching for a comeback. He joined the Canadian Football League with the Hamilton Tiger Cats and later the Montreal Alouettes, but never found rhythm. He then tried his hand in the Alliance of American Football, the AAF, with the Memphis Express. But that league folded before he could truly find his footing. Everywhere he went, the same question lingered: what happened to Johnny football? In later interviews, Johnny admitted to struggling with mental health and substance abuse, acknowledging he wasn't prepared for the fame or responsibility that came with being a professional quarterback. In his own words, he said, "I wasted a lot of opportunities. I didn't take it seriously. I thought I could party and play." Today, Johnny Manziel's story stands as one of the most fascinating what-ifs in modern football. He changed the culture of college football. He made highlight reels a weekly event. He brought swagger, excitement, and entertainment back to the game. Players like Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, and Jaden Daniels all benefited from the blueprint he helped create. The idea that a dual-threat quarterback could dominate in college and win a Heisman. But when it came to the NFL, Johnny couldn't escape his own shadow. He was a star that burned too bright, too fast. A cautionary tale about fame, pressure, and preparation. Yet, for all the chaos, fans will never forget what he did at Texas A&M. Because when Johnny football was on the field, anything could happen, from Heisman glory to NFL obscurity. This is the story of Money Manziel, the man who turned college football into his personal playground. The man who became a legend overnight. And the man whose rise and fall reminds us that talent alone isn't always enough. As always, this is Stealth Sports Network. Make sure to like, follow, and give a thumbs up for more videos. I'll see you in the next one.